Okay, so right now I have a chart. We've inputted data, taken data every week. I'm on a reading goal. He was absent on November 1st, so we don't have any data for that. But now I want to talk about formatting the axes. If you didn't have your format bar already up, you can right-click basically anything, and it will say format. Now, if I want to format my axes, I can right-click on it, hit Format Axes, and this format bar pops over on the right. Once it's up, you can click on anything. You can click on my other axes, the axes title, the data, and your format bar just changes. So format major grid lines. But for now, I want to format my percent axes. The reason being is because it's only going from 60 to 95, which makes it seem like a 75 to an 80 is in the middle, which actually 75 to 80 is rather high. So instead, I want this to go from 0 to 100. So once I hit Format, right-click, Format Axes, this format bar pops up. And if I'm in Axes Options, these are all different tabs, the paint, shapes, the alignment, and then over here is your axes options. Okay, it looks like a little bar graph. The first one that pops up in this tab is your minimum to maximum on this axis. So it starts with 60 because it's going automatically based on my data. It's just evenly spacing it out. I want it to go from 0 to 100. It did it automatically for me, but if it did not, you would just delete what's there and put 100. And click back on your graph and it's adjusted. Now it looks more like, yeah, his grades are pretty high for the most part. I can also say I change the data. Let's say I actually took data every week. So on September 1st, 2014, and then September 8th, a week later, 2014. Now remember, once I get a couple of them, I can drag. I can highlight them both. Click the square in the lower right corner once I get that cross and drag it down. And if you see, it's just going every 2 weeks for me. And let's say I go all the way to the end of December, the 29th. Okay? I need to change the data that's actually selected, because if I click on the data, what's highlighted is only to November 3rd. I want to change that because I've added more dates. So I click on the bottom right for the purple, and I just drag it down till December 9th is included. And again on the other side, drag it down. And now all of these dates over here have changed. And if you see, they all are very nice. September 1st, September 8th, September 15th. They're going by what I inputted on the left-hand side. Does not always do that. So if I'm in Format, I'm going to mess it up right now. I'm going to say if it's going by months, let's say it automatically went by months. This doesn't really give me any good data because I can only see a couple points each month, and I want to know exactly on the day. So what I do is I format this axis. So my format bar is already up. So once I click on this axis, my dates, it automatically adjusts over here. If it was not up, the format bar, you can click on your dates, right-click, Format Axes, and it pops up for you. If I want it to say what I wrote on the bottom, I just hit Text Axes, and now it's gone nice and neatly to whatever I have written in my date column is showing up on my axes.